What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. And today is the start of a new project car. So now we are going to work on the 2010 Saab 93 diesel that I bought a couple of weeks ago. I have not touched it once. All I did was clean the engine bay, and I have washed the car a couple of times and then just driven the car, so nothing else. But today is the start, and we're gonna start with some exterior mods. So I'm gonna show you what we are going to do the next couple of weeks, so you can follow the progress. So to start off, we're going to paint this aero front bumper so it matches the car. And then we are going to do something special about this lower grille piece. I always wanted the Hirsch one, but it's quite expensive, so we are going to do our own take on it and mount some honeycomb net inside here. And I think this part right here we are going to make out of carbon fiber, real carbon fiber, so it gets a little unique touch to it. I haven't seen anyone done it yet. Maybe wrapped it in a carbon fiber, but I have not seen the real deal. And for the grill we are going to do some Hirsch style grill also with the honeycomb net. The size of this honeycomb is much smaller and tighter than the original Hirsch, but I have managed to pick this apart. It's just to use a flathead screwdriver and just pry a little bit around all these tabs that sits. I have seen someone on a forum that has done this mod, and he'd done it like this, and it's quite clean, but I like when this middle part is there also, so we are going to mount that in some way. That's going to be quite exciting. And all of these pieces together with the fog light pieces that I have here, I'm going to paint in gunmetal gray paint. The Turbo X one is like a titanium look, I think, and gunmetal is quite similar, so it's going to be a grayish color with some I don't know, it's just a little bit sparkle in it, I think, so it's gonna be really good looking, I hope. So that's the plan. And for the rear, I've got this cheap diffuser that's a Hirsch lookalike from eBay, and I bought these massive tailpipes. That's 5-inch, and they fill out the gap quite nice, I would say. I haven't seen many done these big ones, so this will be really awesome. And they have a little bit of angle to them, so they fit a little more flush. But for now, since this front bumper is in pretty much mint condition, there is no big visible scratches on it anywhere, just the light scuffs down here, but that won't be a big issue. So the only thing we need to do is sand this down with like some, I think you should use between 400 and 800 grit wet sanding paper to sand it down, and then you could just apply the paint over it, so you don't need to prime it when it's in this great of condition. So that's what we're going to do today. Sand this down, clean it off thoroughly, use some tack rags, and then paint it. So now the front bumper is fully prepped, and as you can see, I put it on a little angle to make it easier to get perfect coverage everywhere. I think this is a little bit better than I had it last time. It was really low and I missed some parts like around here. So this will be a little easier, and it's a little bit better height overall. So the color that I'm using is the same as last time, from bilfärg.se, a Swedish site that delivers really fast and good products. So the color for this car is 170 Saab, which is a solid black. So no clear coat is needed. You just need the color, hardener, and some thinner, and that will be it. So we will probably lay down 2 or 3 layers of color, and that's it. So hopefully this time I won't get as much orange peel as I did last time. So I will try to calibrate the sprayer enough before I start to spray. So now I'm going to mix up the color. You can see you get this, so it's really easy to mix the color. You just follow the instructions here and then mix it up thoroughly, and then just pour it in the sprayer with one of these filters. So let's get this going, and we will spray a really light dust coat, then wait a couple of minutes, then spray a little heavier coat, then you should wait around 15 minutes between the coats. And last time I had this full body kit, so there was not enough waiting time because I just ran around and then mixed up some new color and then start to spray again. So this will be more controlled and somewhat better, I think. And this is the second time, so hopefully we'll get a little bit better result. So let's see what we can do. And yes, one more thing. Last time I did this, I was wearing a tank top and some shorts and some Crocs. This time around I'm fully dressed, because last time it was sticky all over me. The clear coat just got stuck to my legs, and it wasn't that easy to shower it off. So you live and you learn, and this is definitely a better solution. So let's do this. bumper is painted, and the result is much better than my first painting experience. You can see the shine in it. No orange peel whatsoever, but I got some runs in the paint. If you can see them, but these are quite heavy, but it's just to wet sand and polish. I also got some here, but it's not a big deal. I rather wet sand and polish a few spots than the whole thing, so that's nice. So now we're moving on. Oh, I also painted a couple of mirror caps for the 9.3 convertible. The plan is to get this in a blue carbon fiber look, so we will see how that turns out. But now let's jump into the making of the grill. So before we start to paint all these details, there's a couple of things we need to do. So the actual clips that hold the grill in place is on these parts that snap in to the front bumper and holds it in place. But it would be, I think it would be too big of a project to cut this out just to fit the net inside and then put this frame on, because it wouldn't be that much plastic left. You could do it, but I think it's a lot of work for nothing at all. So what I'm going to do, which is probably isn't the best thing you could do, but I'm going to destroy all these clips here, just snap them off, which they already are. You can just wiggle it out, and then we will cut this honeycomb net to perfect pieces. So when this is painted, I'm just going to use some black glue and put it around these edges and then press it on and leave it for a while so it cures, and then we will have the piece ready. And then I will assemble the middle bar as well, and I will do the same to this. So, and to cut the net you could use an angle grinder, but it rotates a lot and creates a lot of heat, so the plastic will be burnt. I've done it a couple of times already, but now I think I will use the more friendly method and just cut it off. So that's what we're going to do first, and then we'll move on to the prep these parts and also the fog light covers, or what you call them. So now it's time to prep all these parts for some paint, and I'm going to use a pretty rough 180 grit sandpaper just to sand down defects like this where the paint has peeled, and the same goes here. but I won't be sanding very much here because the paint we are going to use is like a Plastidip copy that I've used previously, and it's a gunmetal gray, which I think will look really nice and Turbo X like. And this is a semi-gloss to that color, and usually the regular person go with a satin finish on the Turbo X, but I'm going to lay down one layer of acrylic clear coat, just one layer, so we get a gloss finish to it, and so it gets more easier to maintain and clean. And the reason why I do it is because the Plastidip is peelable. The Plastidip is peelable with, if you lay down 3, 4, 5 coats of Plastidip and then go with just one light coat of clear coat and then one heavier coat, but that's it. You can't go several coats, then you won't be able to peel it in one piece at least. But the goal here is not to have it peelable, because I will make it like a permanent paint. So if you will do this on other parts on your car and clear coat the Plastidip, then don't go really heavy on the clear coat, because I haven't tried it out, but I've seen some people that have tried it and it seems to work, so go ahead, but that's on you. So let's start to fix this really small defects. Clean everything off with some acetone or some thinner, and then we will be ready for some paint. I will leave you at this point. A lot of stuff going on with the spraying and the curing of the front bumper, and we also got some other amazing stuff coming. So I hope you like this video. I hope you stay tuned for the future upgrades and the future videos. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you very soon again. Bye!